Hello, Montana. I'm Tanya Rush. Thanks for joining us. Remarkable women. Just think about it. They're everywhere. They're all around us. And it's those women that are going above and beyond, helping others, doing those little daily things that make a difference. That's why ABC Fox, along with our parent company, Nexstar Media, there's an initiative. It's called Remarkable Women. This honors women from all over the nation. They are selected and then travel to Nashville together to celebrate each of those accomplishments. Our remarkable woman is Allison Watt. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
And I do want to share, you thought that you were heading to our studios for Hello Montana, which we're doing now, but you had a big surprise. You didn't know you were being nominated yet today. How was that for you? I mean, we're seeing your reaction, but think about it now.
Yeah, I've never felt so humble in my life. I am so grateful, and I really don't know how I feel about it because I've never felt this way. It's such an honor.
And we're going to share your story, a very moving one, a very inspirational one. Let's start at age 38. Where were you with your life?
At age 38, I had struggled with alcoholism my entire life. And at age 38, I had a very bad drinking problem. I was very depressed, and I was very suicidal and doing really serious things, like drinking antifreeze.
You got that bad. Now, why did you feel you had to go down that road? Was it a lack of self-worth?
It was that, but it was also that I was just so stuck, and I couldn't live like that anymore, and I couldn't not live like that anymore. I can look back on that and say I didn't want to die. I just didn't have any other solution.
And then you say by the grace of God,
Yep.
You had that light bulb moment, your life changed. Share that moment with us.
So the last time I drank was New Year's Eve 2009. Before I started drinking, I was praying desperately for God to help me. Just minutes into 2010, my probation officer came over, arrested me, and I spent the entire year in custody.
At that time, I'm sure you were really scared, but deep down, did you have that, like, this is what needs to be happening, is what you wanted to happen?
Yeah.
That's scary.
And I just knew that God was doing things for me that I couldn't do for myself. And he was making decisions for me that I couldn't have made for myself because my self-worth wasn't intact.
And then you went through Passages Women's Center, which is a community correctional facility. And you're not afraid to speak about that. How did that time help or get you through that?
Right. That facility was really, when I think about it, the house that built me. It was a perfect combination of good and bad. Being in custody isn't supposed to be bubble baths and roses. It's supposed to not be fun. It was a great combination of all of the things associated with losing your freedom, along with really remarkable people that really, at the end of the day, cared more about me than I cared about myself.
And working through that, you've got your education.
Yep, they let me start the process of getting student loans out of default while I was in Passages, did that, started going to school, just because I didn't want to die without a college degree. As a server at Denny's, great job there too. And it just, somewhere in the course of that, I just became fascinated with human behavior and wanted to help people and wanted to be the guy that was helping somebody like somebody helped me. I wanted to be the one remembering somebody's name and maybe giving them some hope.
Well, yeah. And now, how are you taken with all that? How do you then help people that are going through mental illness and addiction? What's that relatable factor when they come in? Because that's not easy to ask for help.
Right. And I don't take that lightly. Just walking in the door, reaching out to a stranger and saying, hey, I don't trust people, but I'm going to come there and I'm going to trust you with my story. I don't take that lightly. It's so difficult to do that. And sometimes people never muster up the courage for it. So if we can take that piece out for people, and sometimes doing the right thing can't be about money. It has to be about doing the right thing. And, we do free services all the time because it's the right thing to do.
I love your motto. I think I could say it's a motto. What is that you share with people? And this is something for all of us every day.
Get out of your way.
And
my
isn't that
best
true?
thinking kept me stuck, kept me depressed, kept me suicidal, kept me addicted. I needed to accept the help and trust that somebody had a better idea about how I should be living my life than I did.
I know. You also travel around the state of Montana in a leadership way, speaking about your story, I'm sure. What is the reaction from people when they hear that about you? They see you now and would never have guessed.
Right.
Ever.
And I don't know really that people believe me, because, one of the things that I in the course of my entire life, I mastered the art of presenting well. However, that's not always an asset, because you're hiding the fact that you're dying inside. I thought I was hiding, desperately trying to hide who I thought I was, when really in hindsight, I can tell you, I was lying to myself, not you.
Get out of your way.
Yeah.
Get out of your own way.
Yeah.
Thank you for all you do, helping other women, helping everybody, men and women. I'm sure children. You have helped Junior League of Billings a lot. Please continue the path you're on. Mental illness is in our everyday headlines, and people cannot be afraid to talk about it,
Yeah.
and they cannot be afraid to share it, and you have that comfort. So once again, thank you for being our remarkable woman. You've really touched my heart, and I can imagine what you've done for others. Really appreciate it.
So honored and humbled and grateful.
The Blind Guy celebrates remarkable women.